But before we begin, I just want to let you know that this session is confidential and no one will be seeing it. However, my SP430 class will be viewing this video for training purposes. So would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay. So what brought you in today?
Well, I'm having some issues with my daughter who's a senior in high school.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. She has been stuttering.
Okay.
And because of the stuttering, she's now isolating. She's very withdrawn. She's been crying and just saying that stuttering is ruining her life.
Mm-hmm.
She's been seeming a little depressed about it. I have previously taken her to see a counselor, but we didn't follow through with the appointments because the scheduling time frames was a scheduling conflict.
Okay.
I've tried to encourage her myself, and but nothing is working at this point.
Okay. So with the counseling, was it like speech therapy?
No, it wasn't speech therapy.
Okay.
It was just like a counseling therapist where they would meet for 1 hour.
Okay.
I believe during the time frame that she was receiving the therapy services, it was beneficial.
Okay.
But because she was receiving homework assignments during that time frame, she did appear to be a lot happier. But unfortunately, we couldn't because the scheduling conflict became an issue.
Okay. So I just want to just kind of go over a little bit of things that you were saying, just so I'm clear and that I understand everything that you're saying. So basically, your daughter, she's a senior right now, and she's kind of going through some things with her stuttering. She doesn't like it, and because of her stuttering, it made her feel depressed. Yes. And also isolate herself from her peers, or was it just from family or from everybody?
It was family and peers.
Okay.
At school, she told me that she would shy away from conversations with other students. At home, she stays in her room and just closes the door. She doesn't engage much with the family.
Okay. So do you think her stuttering and like talking to people, she's fearful in talking to people?
It appears that she is fearful that she's gonna stutter and they're gonna laugh at her.
Okay.
And she's gonna feel embarrassed. She feels embarrassed about it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm just taking a little notes.
Sure.
To let you know. So with the stuttering, has it been a problem in the past?
It has. I started noticing the stuttering problem when she was in grade school.
Okay.
I believe now that she's trying to develop her own identity, she's more aware of it. It's more glaring for her, and it is a part of herself that she's just unhappy with.
Okay. So it's always been an issue that she's been dealing with since grade school, and now it's more prevalent because she's in high school and she's trying to find her own identity and just try to make friends. However, her stuttering is causing her to be embarrassed with herself and to have low self-esteem because of her stuttering, because she don't want people to think that she's less than because of the way she speaks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that you tried to encourage her, tried to, just give her some words of encouragement, tried to keep her on track, tried to also like keep her focused and things of that nature, which is very good, and I do commend you. You seem like you're a very loving, caring mother, and especially since you're here, trying to get help for your daughter.
Thank you.
So what are some things you would like me to do in order to help her?
I would like for you to meet with her on a one-on-one setting where you two can, where she can discuss with you how her stuttering makes her feel.
Okay.
Where you can hear her words.
Okay.
Possibly give her some techniques on how she can cope with it and how she can increase her level of self-esteem.
Okay.
Her confidence in herself. Maybe some homework assignments around that.
Okay.
And Yes.
Okay,
I
that
think that would
sounds
be good.
that's really good. That sounds like something that'll be very doable. I'll definitely try to speak with her within like the next 2 weeks, just however our schedules fall in line. And speaking of that, I'm also starting an after school program for young little girls. It's called Empower Me. And it's more like a sisterhood, I want to say. And we're going to have like different group discussions and different topics where we're going to talk about self love, self esteem, relationships, and just stress and things of that nature. And I think it'll be something really beneficial for her because I feel as though she can actually lead one of the groups. And since she is kind of a little fearful and embarrassed of her stuttering, I feel as though if she leads some of these groups and actually be able to like talk, I feel as though it will build her confidence. So I think that would be something that can definitely help her because a lot of our programs at this school is based on athletics, and we have like student council and like speech team, things like that, but we don't have a program like this set in the works yet. So yes, I'm definitely working toward that. So if you think that would be something that would be very good for her, I think she should join, definitely.
Great. It sounds like a really great program.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it would meet daily?
It's after school, 5 to 7, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Yes, and the last 30 minutes is just dedicated and catered to getting their homework and getting like all their school academics and stuff in order. And just making sure that they're good, that their GPA is good, and like the first beginning, I just want to just focus on their emotional being, like how are they, how are you doing, are you stressed, everything okay, do you want to talk, you know, just kind of have that community and have that support from their peers, and eventually just turn into like a really really good sisterhood between the community.
That sounds really great. I would hope that as part of that there would be some positive self-affirmations probably that could help her.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of that, that's why I wanted to call it Empower Me, because I just want the students to know that even though you do have a community behind you, at the end of the day, it's all about self-love. And you have to love yourself first. Like no one else can love you for you. Like you have to be that one, that motivating factor in order to get yourself where you need to be. So that's why I definitely do want to highlight Empower Me, because you are you know, just things like that. And also from like, because you told me you wanted me to like speak with her and things of that nature, I have this exercise that I do with a lot of my young girls, and it's basically just getting the mirror in front of them and having sticky notes where in each sticky note they just say something positive about themselves. And as they say it, they take it off. And at the end, it's basically going to be a mirror with themselves, and they're going to just have to just look at themselves and just say all those positive things just so they can kind of like feel it. And it can be, yes, definitely. And it can be very powerful if it's done correctly.
Okay, great.
So that's definitely something that I can do with her.
Wonderful. I know she told me that she had an issue with the stuttering too, because it's something that she got from her dad. And the relationship with her dad has not been very well. So I believe the stuttering is an issue, as well as the lack of positive relationship with her dad as well. So the stuttering kind of makes her think about her dad, who she don't have a relationship with, that puts another strain on her. So you know, it's like a
build up.
Multiple build up type of situation. And then one impacts the other. So the stuttering makes her think about her dad. Thinking about her dad, she starts to stutter. And so I'm sure you'll be able to break that down a little more with her than I can. But that was something too I wanted to mention.
Okay, yeah. So I would definitely get with her and just kind of just see how she's going. Just kind of just take like a holistic approach. Since it's not necessarily just her stuttering, it's other things. It could be like her home life, her school life, just different things. So I just want to just speak with her because I do know her. We have had encounters, but I don't know everything. So I do want to try to build that relationship with her and move forward and just see how she's doing with that.
Okay. Now, is there anything that I need to do?
So the only thing that I would say would be to just let her know about our conversation. Just tell her about some of the things that we kind of spoke about. Just talk to her about Empower Me. Maybe that's something that she could possibly do. And also, besides the whole fact that she was isolating herself, maybe she can possibly pick up like other after school programs or different things, or like athletics and just things like that, so she can build a community, so she can have multiple sources of support.
That's great, because I do believe that in spite of this situation, that she is college bound and that she would want to go away to college. I think that addressing this issue at this point would be great going forward for her as she enter into the college realm.
Okay, yes, I definitely do feel as though that would be good, because college is like a whole different aspect, a whole another level of stress. So just getting her down packed on but I mean, this is something that's going to happen over time. Like, it's definitely nothing that like one session or one conversation would just make her like, okay, have that realization. It's just something that's going to be a process that she's going to have to just go through, and eventually she will come to terms with it and be able to cope with those things. But I'll definitely give her the skills and the tools in order to do so, to try to help her on that journey.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions or concerns?
No. What are our next steps?
So for me and you, if you would like, I can definitely follow up with you when me and your daughter is able to have a conversation. I can definitely let you know, like highlight some of the things that was talked about. But of course, I will have to get her permission, because usually my conversations are confidential. So if she's willing and she's like open to it, I can definitely like let you know, or I can just give her that opportunity to let you know what's going on. Me and you, we can definitely follow up. I can let you know some of the steps and also some of the techniques that I gave her, so maybe you can implement them at home as well, to try to just make sure. And also, one thing that I just feel as though that you are doing the best you can. You definitely are, and I can see now that you're such a loving mother. So I just say, just keep at it.
Okay.
That's all I can say. Just keep at it. Just always check in on her, see how she's doing, and just make sure. But at the same time, you don't want to be like overbearing, and I do understand that too. But just making sure she comes home, just like, hey, how you doing? Just things like that, kind of the same stuff that you've been doing.
Okay.
So just keep at it, and eventually, it will come to pass, because it is a progress. And it's like different steps that she will need to take in order to have that self-love and that confidence in herself.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No problem. It was great speaking with you.